In Brighton, 21-year-old Ruth Sefton-Smith lives with her mum, 2 younger sisters and baby niece. She's expecting her first baby in 4 weeks' time and plans to have a home birth.
Home birth just seemed like the natural choice because sort of my mum doing the work that she does and seeing her have my younger sister at home and Rachel having Charlotte at home, and it just seems like a sort of... It wasn't even really a question of whether I'd have the baby at hospital or not, really. It was kind of a given thing that I'd have the baby at home, so... I haven't actually got a regular midwife that I see because I think all the systems have been changing around Brighton. So I've seen about 4 different midwives, but all of them are really for home birth. I think it's quite... I think it's something that's encouraged these days, actually. They're quite happy if you turn around and say you want a home birth.
Ruth's younger sister Rachel gave birth to Charlotte 11 months ago. Seeing her sister have a relatively easy labour and birth has influenced her own decision.
I think that's helped because she did just happen so naturally and everything. So it's probably... helped a lot, like, because I'm not so nervous because she's my little sister as well, so she's younger than me, so it's kind of like, well, if she can do it, I can do it, sort of thing.
Ruth's mum Jane is a doula and helped Rachel during her pregnancy and birth and plans to do the same for Ruth. A doula is someone who supports other women during pregnancy, labour and birth, and afterwards too, by providing emotional and practical support.
She's been getting me to sit down and think about birth plans and that sort of thing. So I suppose in that way, kind of thinking how I'd like things to be and who I'd like there and things like that. She's been getting me to do that sort of stuff.
But for Jane, is it more difficult being a doula for your own daughter?
Well, I wasn't scared, but it's almost as if I try and be more professional in a strange kind of way. Because I know that they trust me so much. It feels almost like a bigger responsibility than the women I normally work with.
So how do you feel about this new one coming up?
I think it'll be interesting because Ruth's views of birth are very similar to mine. I've probably had too much influence on her, I think. But so I'm hoping that she has a really wonderful experience because I know that women can, and I did when I had my children. So there's that. I want to be able to facilitate that as much as I can for her so that she really is able to feel empowered by it and trust her body enough to do it. Yeah, that's what I really like.
And what does Ruth plan for the labour and birth of her baby?
Water, hopefully, if the tub gets here. My sister was meant to have a water birth and she went into labour 2 weeks early and the tub didn't arrive, so hopefully the water will arrive and it will be in water, so yeah.
Baby Charlotte was the latest addition to Ruth's family, which has more girls than boys. Does she know what sex her baby is?
Everyone keeps saying it's a boy. Everyone. That is, you know, people have gone out to buy stuff and just found themselves looking at boys' stuff and completely ignoring the girls' stuff. But I think it would be funny because I think if it's a girl, then everyone will just be completely shocked because no one's expecting a girl, I don't think. I think everyone's expecting a boy. The girls are very strong in our family, female genes.
The father of Ruth's baby hasn't been that supportive, and Ruth knows that she'll probably have to bring up the baby on her own.
Got a few text messages from the baby's dad. Haven't heard from him in a while, and he wants to come around sometime this week to see me, which will be interesting to see how that goes because I haven't really seen him very much at all throughout the pregnancy. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've just got a phone call from the baby's dad. I spoke a little bit yesterday about how he might be coming over at some point this week for us to have a chat because I think I've seen him 3 times since I was about 2.5 months pregnant, so we haven't really been speaking. A couple of weeks ago I found out he had a new girlfriend, and he phoned me from her house with her kids running around in the background, and I got really upset. And he just done the same thing tonight, so I've decided that I'm not going to meet with him before the baby's born. I mean, I keep giving him chances to make things better and try and get communication going before everything happens, and I just end up getting hurt each time, so I've decided to just give up.
The father of Ruth's baby suffers from sickle cell anemia, a debilitating blood disorder which could affect her baby's future health.
The first lot of blood tests that went off, the hospital didn't even check them because they sent them back saying, oh no, the baby can't have sickle cell because the mum's white, and they did all this stuff. I mean, it took about 3 or 4 times for them to get the blood tests right in the end. So it's been quite a lot. I don't like needles either, so that doesn't help, all these extra blood tests. But yeah, no, it is quite a serious thing. I know as far as I know, the baby will have some blood cells that are sort of the deformed kind of crescent shape, and the only time it has to be careful is sort of when it's doing really extreme things like deep sea diving and like mountaineering and stuff like that can cause a sickle, they call it a crisis, I think. But I mean, it's only in those sort of extreme conditions that it could affect the baby.